I'm gonna mount my PC back here. I want to put it under. I'm gonna mount it from underneath. So remove these short M2, and I got these longer ones. A couple different designs. Plywood that I picked up. I'm gonna mount this, but suspended from here. So step one, so I need to just trace this pattern and then transfer that and drill that onto this piece of plywood, so then I can bolt that up there, and then I'll get a CPU hanger slash holder that I'll screw into that, and that'll hang down below here. So then the plan is to just transfer this to my plywood, something like this. I'll probably reroute this one cable. I'll just run it around the back so that it's not getting pinched. There, it'll just go down. Alright, so I drilled my holes and I partially started all these screws here using that paper template. So let's see if they can match up here. Alright, so a bit of an update. Actually, they were lined up. I just had to use as I was threading it, I needed to use a screwdriver to kind of like push over and guide it. You know, I really would have liked to have another point of contact over here, but if I keep the PC close enough to this, I think that's going to hold it. Alright, and just from the back or from the distance, still no issue with the operation. So far. Now I'm just going to attach the mount to the piece of painted board, and then got it screwed back up, and I mounted the CPU holder. So now I just need to disconnect my PC behind the monitor. That's why I'm moving it, because I can't really get to it easily, and mount it there. So this should look nice. What do you think, Ryder? What do you think? Go boy. Yes. Here's your tennis ball. Here's your tennis ball. Oh yeah. Oh. Alright, so here's a finished product. Somewhat finished. Move the printer in the bottom. But so we got the CPU hanger here bolted into this piece of plywood. I might do some cable cleanup still. Move this white power cord from the power strip that's screwed up under the desk here. I'm kind of keeping this cable tray open because it's actually with the control box in there. It's not quite enough room, but I don't really need it because I screwed it up into this piece of wood that I'm using for the monitor, the triple monitor mount. So got a lot of cables tucked in the cable tray. CPU hanger seems to be doing its job. I've got 8 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these screws that go up into the frame, and they thread into the frame pretty deep. So I thought about tying into these two as well, but I just decided not to. I just cut the shelf short here and didn't secure it here as well. It just would have given me extra points of attachment. So I just might do some more cable management cleanup and then call it quits. That I replaced are these Hillman hex cap metric M6 by 1.00 40 X pattern, and I just made sure the threads were correct, the same. Last thing I did was I moved the control panel over to here, and then I'm finishing gluing up some just a card reader and USB port adapter that I had. Of course I used expanding glue, and it's sort of expanding out of the front, so I'll try to clean that up in a bit. And then my switch selector, I might move. This just changes the inputs to computer switch selector. It's not really a KVM, it's just a USB selector control, and then my little LAN switch back here. It's just sitting up there, so I'm not quite done. But pretty happy with it. I think Autonomous could make a CPU hanger that bolts on to these, you know, it's heavy duty steel, bolts on, has the bolt pattern already cut out, because this was a pain in the butt to put up there. They could definitely make something for their desks for the L shape, since it doesn't interfere with the cable tray, because you have this other beam you can use. They could definitely market something, but I'm using this Wano. It's just barely big enough. It's probably not even big enough for this, but it works out. Ryder is not impressed.